What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I've got a banger of a video for you guys today. We're going to be doing a survival challenge. I already have the shelter set up. I already put the hammock and everything up because it has nothing to do with that. That's what we're sleeping in tonight. The challenge that we are going to be doing today is we're going to be testing out the survival fishing kit that I got off of Amazon. I don't remember exactly how much it was, 10 bucks maybe. And we're going to be seeing if you can actually survive, catch food with what's in this. This is the only way I have to get food. I brought no food with me. The only thing I brought was cornmeal to be able to cook fish, because this is a fishing kit. We're going to try to do some fishing. We're out here at this beautiful pond. We got that set up. Along with that, we're going to be testing out the S-Wing hatchet, the third hatchet of out of our four. This is more your like mid-range price hatchet. I used it to drive the tent stakes on that. It's already better than the first one. And the second one, are we on our third? No, we're on our second. It's already better than the first one. Equally as good as the second one. It does have more weight, so it drives them a little faster, a little easier, but still just as good as this one, the Ozark Trail one. The cameless one is 100% out, losing. I would not recommend buying that at all. This is absolutely one of my favorite hatchets. The reason I bought one is I had a buddy who had one. He rode around with his truck all the time and using it. I loved it. Always had a good edge and always seemed to work really well. We're going to use it to process firewood and everything tonight for a fire and just in general hanging out. So like I said, I brought no food with me. I have absolutely nothing to eat except for whatever we can catch with this fishing kit. The bad thing is it's already 5:15 at night. I'm sorry, 5:35 at night. I'm running late. I gotta get on catching some fish, trying to find some food, but we're gonna run through what this kit comes with. You get a jig with one jig body, different size weights, and I think they said it's made out of 10 weights. You get a piece of leader with a swivel and a hook, 20 foot of braided fishing line. I think it's 10 pound, or is it 20 pound? 10 pound, 20 foot of 10 pound. Sorry. 6 steel fishing hooks. 1 bobber that I have no clue how you're supposed to tie on. I guess you just tie in the center of it because it has nowhere for you to hook onto it on either end, but 1 bobber. A steel leader. This is like a steel leader. For some reason, 10 safety pins. Steel safety pins. I guess you can turn those into hooks or whatever. A folding blade. It's like a folding X-Acto knife. For ice cleaning fish, cutting line, whatever you need to do. And a piece of tinfoil and the tin. That's what you get. That's what I got to catch fish with. That's what I got to get dinner with. Hopefully it can be done. I'm going to try playing with the jig a little. I'm going to cut a limb. I'm going to use this to cut me a green limb to use as a fishing rod. I'm going to try to use the jig a little bit, see if that works. Maybe we can get a bass or a brim or whatever, or a couple of brim. If that does not work, I will try to dig for some grubs or some worms so we can use those as well. And I also got this cool little emergency fire starter kit that came from, that's by Zippo, that we're going to use to start our fire. Comes with that, so that's pretty cool. All this stuff will be linked in my description box below: the hammock, the hatchet, the Zippo, and probably the survival kit. Then again, maybe not, depending on how terrible it is. The other thing about it is I will be wearing my judge on my chest like I normally do when I'm fishing for snakes and stuff. So if we do see a snake, we could shoot a snake and eat it. But we're really going to rely really heavy on this fishing kit. I've got the shelter set up. I've got firewood that we've got to process with the hatchet. I've got adult beverages, water, and Diet Coke. But like I said, no food. So I'm going to get to trying to track down me a stick, and then we're going to go fishing. Alright guys, so I decided I was going to go live bait first because I saw some grasshoppers and I plan on catching a couple of those. So I set it up with a bobber. I just tied it in the middle since there was nowhere to put it. Run down to a hook. No weight, we're going to go weightless on this pretty long and sturdy rod. So I've got probably half that line on this nice long rod. So I should be able to get out there a little ways. No weight. We're going to use those grasshoppers. The hatchet had no problem taking this tree limb down, which is good. I had a live grasshopper I'd already caught. I don't know where he went, but I'll find him or catch another one. Go down there, see if we can catch a couple of brim. I'd like to have 2 or 3 to fry up, depending on the size. Maybe even a bass. If we get one of those, or a catfish. I don't really know what's in here. But I'm going to head down towards the water, look for my live bait, and hopefully we'll get on some fish. Any fish. I don't even care what it is, actually, to be honest with you. As long as it's edible. So, gonna get to heading on down there. Alright guys, I got bait. Big old juicy grasshopper. Look at that. That's what we're gonna start with. So I'm gonna get to fishing some of the shallow water. I've seen fish popping, hitting. Hopefully we catch something good enough size to eat. It was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be to catch one of these. Caught one so simply earlier and it got away, but I'm gonna start with this one right here, and we'll see what happens. Guys, this is gonna be a really sucky video if I can't get this to work. Man, I can't seem to get it out far enough into the water to do anything with it. You know, you think, and I'm pretty sure that if I could figure out how to get it out into the water where I wanted it, be able to cast it, I'd be able to catch fish. I know I would. At that point, it's no different than a fishing rod. But this whole, you think you're really good at fishing thing until you gotta try this crap. And where the darn, ain't caught nothing. Ain't even got a bite. So, that really sucks. I'm gonna keep trying. Hopefully I get something. If not, it's gonna be a long, hungry night. And I was like, oh, I could just shoot a bird or something. But that would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna walk around here where I seen these fish busting the top of the water and see if I can catch one. Guys, I am sorry. This video is gonna suck. I walked and walked around this pond, throwing this grasshopper. I've had a few nibbles, like minnows or something real small hitting on it. But nothing big enough to eat, nothing big enough to take the hook underwater. I can't seem to throw the jig any better. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna leave this floating out here. Leave it floating right there. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. Leave it floating right there. And maybe something will come by and pick it up, and I'm gonna go try to make another hand line. I'm gonna try to throw that jig around. Maybe I can get it out a little further, pull it in real slow, hook into a bass or something. I mean, I can hear them busting, I can see them busting the top of the water and stuff. They just don't want nothing to do with what I got. So, I just got a bite. Huh. Anyway, maybe something will take that while I go remake another line. Maybe I can find some more bait and put it on there and throw it back out where it's at. Maybe something will eventually eat it. And I'll get some food, because if not, it's just gonna be, I'm gonna end this video, I'm gonna light a fire and sit around it and watch the fire burn and be hungry, which would suck. I did see 2 dove and thought about shooting them with the old Judge here, but it is dove season, but I don't think this is legal. I don't think that would be legal. So I didn't even attempt that, and that's also not what this challenge is about. And so far, you'd think you just walk out here and catch a fish. I've done it 100 times. One time you're actually counting on it, it doesn't happen. So I'm gonna try to get some more bait for that, and come up with another hand line or something for this jig head and see what I can do. I gotta get some food. Alright guys, here goes nothing. Got that jig on there, on a little piece of foam that came with the line wrapped around. Probably would have made a better float than the float I got. And I just don't know what to try, and I'm gonna be hungry because I'm not eating just straight cornmeal. I was like, I can make Johnny cakes, mix that junk with some water, fry it in the pan, and just eat it. But you know, it just does not sound like what I want to do. So check on the other pole down here while I'm down here, and hope maybe we got a fish on it. Which it looks like it just got really close to the bank, so I'm gonna say not. I haven't been able to find any more bait, so maybe I'll get something to hit this. Hate to let y'all know, running out of options. It's gonna be a hungry night if I don't catch nothing. Oh my God, guys, I did it. He's a largemouth. It ain't much of a largemouth, but it's a largemouth over there off that point over there, right there, running that hand line. Just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Hello, Joker, hit that jig. We're eating. It may not be much. This thing don't even weigh probably half a pound, but we will be eating tonight. Okay, I'm gonna put this fish down somewhere it can't get away. That would suck. And I'm gonna go back to throwing that hand line and hopefully catch another one. Because two of these would be a meal. I'd be happy. One of these I'm happy. I'm not starving to death tonight. It may just be a snack, but it's fish tonight, baby. Fish tonight. Woo! As old Ayo would say, that right there, that's a fat Sally. That right there is a fat Sally. I don't give a crap if it don't even weigh a pound. That right there is a fat Sally when you're hungry. And I'm hungry. I ain't ate since 11 o'clock this morning. So, I'm hungry. Alright guys, so we did not end up catching any more fish. And that's a tragedy, and I hate it. Man, I was hoping to catch more than one. But you know what? That one is plenty. That one might as well weigh 1,000,000 pounds. We tried, we fought hard for that one. And even though she ain't a monster, she is gonna eat good. She's gonna get fried up, even though I have way more fish fry than I have fish. Kind of wish I would have started off throwing that jig. I never thought that jig would work out here. Truth of the matter is, I don't do a whole lot of bass fishing. Maybe that's my own fault that we didn't catch more fish. Maybe if I'd have started with that, we'd have caught more. Truth of the matter is this thing worked. I caught a fish, and I'm gonna be able to eat tonight, and I can't ask for no more than that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right here, this fire starter. I'm gonna get it opened up here. I'm gonna take a look at her. Looks like you got a cap, some kind of tinder bundle there, and practically the part out of a lighter, you know, the striker out of a lighter. It opens up, comes with instructions. You put these in here. Oops. You gotta take them out of plastic first. So I'm gonna shove that through there. They're hard. I have to look into what these are. I have to actually, maybe actually have to read the constructions on these. Put this on here anyway. Screw it together. They store inside of this, and then it's got a waterproof cap. It also screws on it that has a spot for a lanyard. So that's pretty cool as far as fire starter goes. Looking at the instructions here. If you take and break the little doohickey up, smush it up, and light it on fire. So that's how it works. I know this is not the most educational part of this. You're gonna screw it, take one of the pellets out, bust up the pellet, you know, smush it up, make it into an actual piece of tinder, strike to light it on fire. That's how it works. I'll let you guys know exactly how it works here in a minute, because I got a bunch of wood and stuff to see if it actually works. So, or see if it actually works to get set up. I'm sorry, it's gonna work. It's wood. So I'll see y'all after the fire's lit, and then I'm gonna clean this fish. Well, guys, I would say that a little Zippo thing got that fire going just fine. So we'll let that burn down some. Put a little oil in a pan. Clean this fish and get ready to cook her up. All I brought was oil, cornmeal, and hope to catch a fish. So, in a pan and a knife. So, as far as food and preparation for this goes, so I am going to fillet this bad boy up. Get it tossed in some cornmeal, and hopefully it turns out real good. Been a while since I cooked a bass, which I like bass. Bass eats good. Don't let nobody tell you it doesn't. All people who don't like eating bass are bass fishermen. So, bringing on some of that Pacifico, my all-time favorite beer. So, I'm gonna let that burn down. I'm gonna clean this fish, and I'll catch up with y'all when it's time to shake it. And bake it, baby. Shake it and bake it. Alright, guys, so I got that fish cleaned, and it's definitely not much. Guess I really didn't need the gallon-sized Ziploc bags, but I do need 2 of them, I guess. I'm gonna save some of this fish fry. But yeah, I bought a whole nice bag of Louisiana fish fry, thinking we was gonna catch some fish. You know, I keep saying that. We did catch a fish, and I'm very happy for this fish, even if it's just gonna be a nibble. If I was at home, I'd be using a batter bowl, but I'm not at home, so we're gonna use a Ziploc bag. We're gonna dump all our fish fry in there. That's probably way more than we actually needed. Just enough to make sure we cover it. Put this in there. In this Ziploc bag. Back in the bag there. Then you just take your 2 clean pieces of meat that you rinsed off with a bottle of water. Throw them in there. Toss it around real good. And you're good to go. Get your oil. Put it in a pan. Get a little bit of oil. Put it in a pan. Ain't gonna take much. We're gonna set this over next to the fire, let it start warming up, and once it's ready, we'll fry up the fish. And in a real survival situation, I would have scaled that fish, gutted that fish, and ate it whole. That's what I would have done. But since we're out here playing survival, that's not what I did. I just filleted it, and it worked. I used my fillet knife, one of the best fillet knives ever. It's a Rapala. I think she makes this. Yeah. Rapala makes this fillet knife. Best fillet knife ever. As far as the manual fillet knife, little fire starter worked great. Axe is working great. I really thought this video was going to be a bust, guys. When we did not have a fish, when we didn't have nothing, I thought for sure that this was just going to be one bust of a video. And hey, it's not. We got a fish. This stinking little $10 Amazon kit works. They make better ones, but this works. You could throw this in your hiking pack, take it with you, and at least be able to catch some fish. Throw one of these in there too so you can light a fire. You may not have the stuff to fry a fish, you know, unless you carry that stuff with you, unless you're planning on fishing while you're out there. But if you were to get stuck, throwing one of these in your hiking pack, always having a fire starter in your hiking pack. I carry my hammock in my hiking pack with the top. So I was really looking for a fishing kit. What made this video start was I was looking for a fishing kit to throw in my hiking pack. And I wanted to see if I could pick one up that was cheap and it would actually work. And this one I picked up, it's cheap, it actually worked. What I'm gonna end up doing is gutting it and using the tin to build my own. That's my preference, but I need one for hiking. I do a lot of hiking, I like going hiking, and I enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna, probably this little combination right here, definitely going in the pack, but I'm gonna modify what's in here more to the area that I'm gonna be in. And probably gonna invest in a pocket fishing rod to throw in there too, like a travel fishing rod or something, because forget trying to throw it with a stick or throw it by hand. I didn't like it. I don't want to do it. And I ain't gonna, okay, because you can't make me. So, yeah, I'll do what I want. I'll make my own kit, make it where I like it, and I'll buy me one of them little bitty fishing rods. I don't care how bad it sucks, as long as you'll throw it out there a little ways. And don't weigh a whole lot. When I say I go hike, when I'm talking about going hiking, I ain't talking about going more than 5 or 6, 7, 8 miles. But you know, you get a lot of stuff happens. So I always like to be prepared. Some people say I'm over prepared, but hey, that's what it's about, ain't it? Having fun. Just like I bought a judge and a chest holster for kayaking and the outdoors and camping and all that, and they never needed it. I don't think I've ever seen a snake and had the thing actually on my chest. And I know the one time I forget it's the one time I'm gonna step on a snake. Because I was walking through grass that was chest deep and trying to catch fish out here and never ran into a snake. So I'm gonna fry this fish up. I'll show you guys the finished product before I eat it. Hopefully. Once the oil gets hot. And yeah, I'll see you on a few. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start frying up this fish. Figured I'd show it to you. If I can keep you guys from falling into the fire and get you a halfway decent view of it. Oil might be a little bit cool. I'd rather have it a little too cool than a little too hot. Y'all really just don't want to stay up. There you go. I'd rather have it a little too cool than a little too hot. But it's cooking up. It'll take it a minute. Cooking fish on a fire is real difficult, especially if you're trying to fry it. Just because you can't really control the temperature the way you can with gas. Best way to check it is get you a little pinch of cornmeal or your batter and throw it in there and see if it starts bubbling and frying like that right there. If it does, you know you're right about temperature. If I was frying this in a house, about 360 to 375 is where I like it to be on a fryer in the house. But out here, beggars can't be choosers, so we're gonna try to control the temperature the best we can. Starting a little cool would better than starting too hot and just completely ruining it and burning it. When this is all you got, you definitely don't want to do that. But I need it to fry up, so I'll put some more wood on fire before the fire burns out. So that's about what it's gonna look like. Some good breading on there. It's gonna taste good. A little bit of hot sauce. But that's it. That's a meal. I mean, that's all we got. And I'm proud to have it. I worked hard for that. So I'll see you guys when it's time to eat, when I pull it off. All right, guys. Well, there it is. I already ate a little piece, make sure it was done, but there it is. There's our little 2 pieces of fish. It ain't no gourmet meal, but I'm proud to have it. Put me a little hot sauce on there. because I like hot sauce on my fish. Tell you what, if you've never had bass, I highly suggest trying it because it is fine. But nothing. Catfish. Bass is fine eating. It ain't catfish, but it's fine eating. It's the sunfish, so it's a lot like brim or crappie. White. Flake of goodness. Can't go wrong with it. So if you like crappie, or you like brim, you'll like bass. And you should harvest bass because a lot of lakes are overpopulated with bass and they don't get very big. My sister recently bought a house out on a lake. And the biologist, one of the people that they have that tells you how to manage a lake, how to get good sized bass and stuff in them, recommended 3,000 bass come out of that lake this year. We haven't come close to it. My sister tries. She fishes every day, but 3,000 bass need to come out of that lake because they don't get no bigger than this right here, like that one I caught. So which that means you got to manage lakes right, and having a bunch of them in there, you ain't got enough food and stuff like that could definitely lead to it. I don't know. I need to go over and catch some more myself. Maybe we'll make a video out there. Kind of sounds like a plan. Yeah, we got here to see how many of that 3,000 we can knock out. Leave a like and a comment if y'all want to see me do a catch and cook of as many fish as I can catch out of there in a day. Or in so many hours, because anything that's big we're keeping, Apparently, I don't know how you'd clean 3,000 fish out of there. I don't think it's possible. It's just staring hammer the crap out of it or something. I don't know. That's all that. Even though that's their lake, but I definitely think we should go over there and try to do a little catch and cook or something. Y'all let me know if y'all like to see that. Even though I'm much more of a cat fisherman, I don't catch a whole lot of bass. I don't eat a whole lot of bass. I like bass. I used to do a lot of bass fishing. I don't anymore. But definitely prefer chasing trophy catfish. Anyway, that being said, guys, I think I'm going to hang out and chill out for the rest of the night. Hope y'all are enjoying the video so far. I'm going to leave links to all this gear and some other gear that's not here with me in the description below. Y'all check it out. Order anything you want if you want to try it. Think you need it. I'm just out here trying to give y'all information on stuff like this and give y'all some content and something to enjoy. Even though I never swore I'd be great at this, I'm trying. This is my dream and I'm going to keep chasing it. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with me this far. Good night. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Good morning, guys. I slept good. But I'm very, very, very hungry. This crow's annoying. Don't woke me up. I'm probably hangry. Oh, it was a fun challenge. That little kit worked. I mean, I think I could make a better one myself, but the little kit worked. That hatchet works really well. Out of the 3 I've tested so far, it's the best one. I think it's really going to come down to it and that hardcore hammer hatchet. That's really going to be the test, is if it's better or worse than the hardcore hammer hatchet. Is that hardcore hammer hatchet worth the $100 and something that it costs? Weight savings, I don't see it being much better than that S-Wing. Because it worked really, really well. Good weight. Got a swing. But we'll see. You know, it's hard to beat a wood-handled hatchet instead of that solid steel hatchet. We'll see what happens there. Maybe the next time I get around to testing a hatchet. I'm so hungry. It was a fun challenge. Probably should have started with maybe a fishing rod. So just jumping right into a survival kit, but you know, sink or swim, we were gonna do it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't remember to like and subscribe. Check out the links in my description. Get y'all some cool gear. I love y'all, and we'll see you next time. Y'all stay frosty.